everybody, welcome to another episode of Our Darker Purpose. I just had my most powerful run ever. It was great. I got to Reagan, I was giving all these hints and tips, and I knew all these things, and it didn't get recorded. I have buttons set up for my recording software so that I can hit them when I go in, so that you don't have to see me hit start on my desktop and see all my windows and all my mess, because I have a very messy desktop. Yeah, it's kind of your fault, but okay. So, my cat's discovered the love of laptop right now, and he's so energized right now. He's running around like crazy. He hit my numlock key, which my numlock key, I guess, was tied into my buttons because they were 9 and 0 on the numpad. And I guess when you hit numlock, it makes those not exist anymore because of the page up and insert instead or something. I don't know. Either way, here's what happened last time. The last time that I played, and I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown. I did quiet exit. I was able to because we had the roly-poly, fragile glassware, and the teddy bear all at the same time. And we just said, you know what, screw it, we've got max crits, we've got max resist, we've got dodge. We're going to try and beat Goneril before everything else. And we did. Goneril apparently is the boss, not the fortress. If you beat Goneril before beating anything else, everything else explodes. Alright? Alright. I did this, but not the last time. It was a sensitive room. It was a crit. It was a trash can. Enough said. With criticism, over 1,000 is easy when you get to sensitive rooms up a little higher. On the 3rd floor, even a sensitive room with enough level ups will get you it. Alright, next. Arrival day gifts. I beat them an offline ago. Yeah. And I got line cutting. Great lesson. 1 period starts you at level 2. You don't have to deal with 500 experience. Awesome. It was annoying. I've only fought the arrival day gifts 3 times. I was really... I was being mad at them because I was saying how hard it is to run into them, and then I ran into them. The game likes doing that, apparently. Did he just throw the cube on himself? Oh my god. Our cat, we have a cube that had a ball inside of it. It doesn't have a ball anymore. It's got a hole. You know, it's one of those, you know, like cats can hide in them and stuff. Anyway, he tipped it over on himself. This run is going to be a severity run. We're doing this for tokens. We got to Reagan, we couldn't beat her last time. We have mercantilism, line cutting, severity, vistas, and criticism. Beating Goneril and getting the extra period really helped out. Last time I learned that mud, I've actually been... I should have mud. You know how you can't walk and chew gum at the same time? Well, my brain was thinking that it might be hard for me to aim and dodge roll at the same time. It's not. It's not brain. It really isn't. So I don't know what my brain was thinking. I do know that I can't shoot and use chalk at the same time. It's something. I have to move my hand off of the arrow keys over to the R and move myself with the AWSD. So I can roll, move, or use chalk at the same time, but I can't shoot while I'm doing that. I found the cursed art supplies, which are an amazing item. Especially when you have Terrence's fish, because every one of your hits is 5% chance to instant kill things. This counts for bubbles, making them deadly. We found out that the elite chair thrower from the Capulets, who is now more annoying than ever because of his 4 rotating orbital chairs, or desks, sorry, is 2,777 hit points. Or at least he is on the terrace. Maybe they changed his hit points lower. Levels, that is. And candle guys are 267, and the roses are 288. Or, no. 667, and the roses are 688. Excuse me. 288 was like almost what I could do to them with a normal crit. Anyway, let's get the show on the road, shall we? This is just a severity run, which means I have to try as hard as I can to do the best I can, and I will take hunger pains. Now, me, you're already starting with less health. What are you doing taking hunger pains? Now you have even less health. Or, well, I'm starting with less health, and I'm taking more damage. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. Well, I'm doing that because... to teach myself a lesson? No. I'm doing it to try and, get better, things from the stores. I can't help it. I'm a shopaholic, apparently. That's why I start with mercantilism, even though I probably shouldn't. I, take token things when... Well, let me put it this way. I needed the shop so badly in the last run because I had 62 tokens burning a hole in... Well, I don't think that dress has pockets, but it was somewhere. No, the uniform does, I'm sure. In my backpack, I'll say, because I found the knapsack as well. There are a lot of stuff going on here. It's causing a lot of slowdown. 6% chance to dodge. I had a thought last time, because I had so much dodge with the roly-poly, that I was like, wait, if I buy Garbavin's Anxiety, which I did, I can get 9% more to dodge, which gives me a 59% dodge while I'm rolling. And then I said, now all I need to do is find the other 2 dodge things, and I'll have a, well, about a 70-something% chance to dodge, right? You know what? If I lose on the first floor, I'm going to blame the slowdown mainly. Because I feel like blaming something else. But I'm doing horrible. I'll admit it. This is stupid damage. I'm doing a very stupid damagey run. Stupid damage, the word that everyone else uses, I think. So why not? I'll continue the trend. Stupid damage. Damage I shouldn't be taking because I know better. It's like, I'm better than this. Anyway. Regardless of all the stupid damage, I think I'm still a little frustrated just with the last run. Not being able to, you know, have shown you all that stuff. I really wanted to. The one thing I really wanted to show you was, well, I kind of could have shown you in this one, I guess. I'll still maybe have a chance to. Let's see what the shop holds. Terrence's Pet Fish, the Fragile Roly-Poly, and Disquieting Drop. Now you may be asking yourself, you already got 6% dodge, why didn't you get the Fragile Roly-Poly? And I'd tell you, shut up. I should have. But no. In truth, I'll tell you that the reason I didn't get the Fragile Roly-Poly is because... and I walked right into him. It's too early. It's too early. The reason I got it the last time is I had the bear. And thanks to the bear, I knew it would stay around a lot longer than it could. Especially in a severity run, though. The Fragile Roly-Poly, it's way too early. I'm going to take way too much damage, too quick. And it's going to cause more problems down the line. I had said this before last time when I had a couple books that had move speed on them. A lot of people like taking the move speed books because they improve how far you can roll with dodge roll. Excuse me. I do not take the move speed books. unless they are giving me some other bonus, like another benefit, like move speed and X, you know? We're gonna go to the gluttonous one. Alright, so I rolled right into him when I should have rolled past him. And I don't mean should have as in the game should have made me roll past him. I mean should have as in I should have hit space about a second earlier. But I'm having... If you're watching with the little slowdown that I'm kind of having, maybe, or maybe it's not showing on the video, but it's showing for me. Oh, dang it. And I'm having a second when I enter the room that I'm looking at everything in the room. And I'm hoping that, you know, I'm trying to see, like, since the room, if it's small enough, if I can see where the enemies are, if I can see what this thing is, you know, like, in other words, I'm being very unfocused. I need to buckle down again. I need to focus on desks, I need to focus on these balls, I need to focus on my cordiness. Be one with the cordy. No, not that way, you perv. Alright, so there's another fragile roly-poly. And I'm almost at... Okay, I rolled, but the 50 didn't count for that time, I guess. Anyway, I have this funny thought in my head of me having... If I had bought that roly-poly, did I just screw myself? Could I have made a perfect run if I would have just bought that roly-poly? I really want the answer to be no because I don't want to feel so stupid. But part of me is thinking to myself, you could have bought that roly-poly. You had the money. You had the technology. And Kanamai Choco is better than the Hasteland. I know it is. Anyway, you could have had the roly-poly. And then what would you have done? Found another roly-poly. What does that mean? That means that for a second, you are invulnerable because you had a 100% chance to dodge. You silly, silly person, you. And I don't want to think about that because it makes me cry inside. Oh. I had said this about the game in the last time, but I'd found a few things out. More things thanks to lore, thanks to observation, and thanks to general being interested. This game, the reason I love this game, the reason I have all these videos going out there, and the reason I want to show them all to you, is because I want to show you how much, well, I want to show off my love for this game. I have much more fun in this game than I hate you all. This game still loves to beat me like some sort of abusive boyfriend or abusive girlfriend if they go that way too. But either way, this game likes to beat me sometimes and looking like something's at the end of this hallway and you just know it and nope. Sometimes that treasure chest wasn't worth it at the end of the hall. Other times, if you wouldn't have gone down, you would have died. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I love this game so much better than Isaac in my own opinion of this. And the reason I like it is because, and I'm not saying that Isaac's a bad game. I'm not. I'm not gonna get. You know what? You stupid box. You just keep showing up. Are you doing this to make fun of me? Are you doing this to make up? Which one is it? Because one of those is kind of sweet and the other one's kind of dickish. Either way. Alright, I've already beaten you the way that I need to, so I'm not really worried about getting your thing again. But you might kill me because of the 75 hit points and the fact that I have severity on. I might die in this room. It's horrible. Anyway, you douche. Huh. That was a perfect little movement with the chalk going right into him, you know? Okay, now the congratulator's gone, it's gonna fly so much faster, its heads move faster. I'm in for a really hard time right now as the bear traps get speeded up. I pizzaed when I should have french fried. I'm not going to have a good time. Oh my goodness. That bear trap was so close to my ankle. Anyway, back to what I was saying before the box began to troll me. Alright. First things first, I love the storyline of this game. I love the way that it can be, that there are so many things that are either hidden, so many things that you can learn about, that the game just can, you know, show you. So here's the first thing I learned. See those symbols? The dagger and the skull. This is the symbol of the bruise. This is the symbol of the wound warts. The Capulets have the flames. That's their symbol. Whenever there's that, it means there's a Capulet floor. Alright? There's also the Gifted, and I think the Imaginaries, which is the last group in Chapter 4. Imaginaries. So, I'm gonna push this down a little bit, down that sound. You might have seen the little bar go down. Man, Aries, you really pushed a lot of buttons on my keyboard. Anyway, what I want them to do, if we ever get a expansion for this, okay? I would like to see not more of the story. You don't need more of it. You really don't. It's a great story. I mean, if they want to add a basement, go. Do it. If they want to add, like, maybe another, boss, or they should add more bosses, basically. More items, I think. And a few more lessons. I don't know if they'll have to update the counselor. I think that he might be good enough. Okay? I mean, if you add more to the counselor, then at least people will be able to use their credits that they've probably been hoarding if they've already paid the counselor off everything they got. And he's just like, you will pass. But I suppose just you could update everything. But here's the one thing I really like. I would like them to allow you to play the story mode, but it wouldn't be the story mode. It would be as someone other than Cordy. You could pick a wound wart or a Capulet or a gifted or something like that, you know, unlock new characters. And they wouldn't do anything in the story. It'd be kind of an open game thing. Wound warts being bullies would start with more damage. The Broogs being the scavengers and the oh, dang it. That took way too much. Damn you, Bubbles. The Broogs being the scavengers and being the, I'm just gonna go here. I need the credits more. Would have, more move speed. Okay? And maybe, a little more damage. Or not a little more damage, but maybe a higher crit. Because they're the more offensive types, you know? Maybe the Capulets would start with an item like the Schooner or something like that, or not even the Schooner. Maybe they'd start with multiple shots, you know? And the Gifted, I don't know yet because I haven't fought one, because I can't get past Reagan a second time. As far as I know, I'm still locked in her lunchbox. Which, seriously, her lunchbox? Screw you. I don't expect to live in Woundwort Fortress. In fact, let's see how long this goes before I die. Anyway. Oh, we also learned that those, I'm going to start naming things, okay? Now, these chair ladies. I'm going to give them names now. I dubbed the enemies Cassiopeia. There are reasons. I'm going to call you Cassies because of that constellation. We also learned that, well, these chalk boys, they aren't anything. They're still dusters. I will refer to them as dusters until I feel like not referring to them as dusters. But these are Cassies. I rolled into one's shoulders, which killed me, because I didn't have anywhere else to go. So that was a really bad run. But I think I'm just frustrated over the other one. So here's my thoughts, okay? We've got the bruise. We've got the wound warts. We've got the Capulets. She looks a lot better in that picture than she does when I fight her, at least. But I've been thinking, and it's been a long time since I've been inspired to do something like this, but I've been thinking of almost making a D20 system based on Our Darker Purpose. I'd love to. Tabletop Our Darker Purpose. It wouldn't be that big of a deal, and it wouldn't really be tabletop. It'd be more like a board game. A board game of Our Darker Purpose could last very little. I mean, we've got board games of everything else. A board game of Binding of Isaac would also last, I think it'd go really quick. All you'd need is like the cards that say like, this happens here. And then like roll dice, and that's how it would work. Oh, upgrades, that's what we're going for. 212. Oh, it wasn't even that good of a run. Oh, that was horrible, horrible. I've gone through this game 38 times, apparently. Anyway, so I'm probably going to come up with a D20 for this, or some sort of board game, or some sort of set of rules for my own enjoyment, and maybe if anybody else wants to play, their enjoyment too. Maybe I'll post it up so you can play too, you know? If that's something you're interested in, go ahead and put that in the comments or PM me on YouTube. I don't know what they call it on YouTube. I just know it as PMs, private messages, you know? If you'd like to learn more about that. Anyway, my last run was incredibly overpowered. Juice boxes of darkness, as well as having 10 max juice boxes, thanks to the knapsack. And some other things. I'm gonna give you guys a much better run later on today. I feel like you guys deserve a better one. This one is my rant run. The run where I didn't get much done, and I just ranted. Either way, though, I want to thank you guys for coming by, and if you stayed and listened to my whining and my bitching and moaning throughout the whole thing, then kudos to you, and I'm really proud of the fact that I actually am enthralling enough for you to do that. Anyway, damn, after that run, I'm sorry, just to know that it was lost to the decades and know that I'll never be able to prove anything I just said I did. Or to do anything. Even if I would have beaten Reagan, oh, you wouldn't be seeing this run. I'd be fuming off somewhere. I'd probably be in a bath. I'd be in a bath cooling off. If I would have beaten Reagan, gotten to another floor, and you would have never seen it. And I would have been pissed at myself. Because I should have noticed the recording software was doing something weird. Anyway, I will get you guys with a real episode coming up. This is just a mini update, rant, rage episode. Rage against the machine. The machine being that. And also for me to throw my ideas around. Anyway, thanks for listening to me. Thanks for watching me do horribly. I think maybe if I wouldn't have taken the 75 hit, you know, if I wouldn't have taken the life loss early on, I might have done better. But so is the way of things, and the way I go is where the money goes. Anyway, thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.